Today, we are celebrating Veterans Day, commemorating all those who have served in the U.S. military, and that includes, of course, women. So this morning, we are shining a light on a group who's been serving the veteran community for 20 years. Each year, Pinups for Vets produces 1940s-style calendars, transforming veterans into World War II-era pinup ladies. The 2016 calendar features 13 veterans combined. They have 118 years of military service. Joining us this morning is founder Gina Elise. We also have Lindsay Gutierrez, who's a U.S. Air Force veteran, and Marine Corps vet Ilia Banks. Thank you all so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
All right, let's start with you, Gina. You are not a veteran, but start telling us the big picture. What is this calendar, and tell us about your 50-state tour.
Yes, so every year we produce a 1940s-style pinup calendar that actually features female veterans as the models. We transform female veterans into World War II pinup girls, and the calendar is actually the fundraiser to help us do everything we do. So we ship care packages to deployed troops. We buy rehab equipment for veterans hospitals across the country. We're also in the middle of a 50-state veterans hospital tour where we dress up as pinups and we hand deliver these calendars bed to bed, room to room as gifts of appreciation for the veterans, just to remind them that they're appreciated and to thank them for their service and sacrifice. We've actually visited over 20,000 veterans in all 50 states across the country.
Wow, how did you get started with this?
So it was basically back in '06, and there were a lot of stories about our troops coming back that needed medical care, and I wanted to do something to help out. And I thought, well, you know, how can I do that? So I've always been a big fan of World War II pinup girls. They used to paint these beautiful pinups on the aircraft during World War II. So boosted morale for the troops, and I took that concept, brought it into today to create a fundraising pinup calendar that could help our veterans and troops today.
It's so fun. I love looking at all the photos and the transformation of our veterans. Let's start with you, Lindsay. You're a veteran yourself. Tell us a little bit about your service.
I joined the Air Force in 2010. My grandfather inspired me. I had no ambition to ever join the Air Force or the military in general, just overall. I wanted to do special effects makeup, but I really feel like that God put it in my heart that this was the path that I needed to go down. So I had 6 wonderful years in the Air Force serving as security forces, and the best thing to ever come out of that was meeting my husband, Anthony, who is also serving in the Air Force currently. So happy Veterans Day, Bug.
And we should say you're not just a veteran, you're also a double organ donor, which is crazy. So you've really taken serving your country to the extreme, I have to say.
That's correct. Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. So I donated my kidney to a veteran named Reggie. He served in the Army. And then I donated 40% of my liver last year to another individual who I never met before. Her name was Sam, not a veteran, but just somebody I still felt like I needed to continue serving for. I just felt like because of my work in social work and connecting with veterans who have gone through so many different situations that impacted their health. A lot of them go through kidney and liver failure. I thought this is a great way for me to continue serving beyond my uniform, and what better way to do that than by donating selflessly 2 of my organs.
And how did it feel to have this experience where you get to dress up as a pinup girl and be featured in a calendar?
I never thought that I would be featured in this amazing calendar. This benefit for what we do for veterans just really touches my heart because I know how much it's impacting and continuing to serve others. And I am so grateful for Gina and what she has done and the community that she's built for us as women veterans, because a lot of times people just don't remember women as serving either. And so this is putting a whole new light in what we do and just how phenomenal women veterans really are.
And Ilia, you did your service in the Marine Corps. Tell us what inspired you to enlist.
I'm an Air Force brat, and I just assumed I'd go into the Air Force, but my senior year surprised everyone, including myself, in joining the Marine Corps because I just want to do something different. So I enlisted when I was 17 in 1998 and stayed in good old 29 Palms, California as a communications with a radio operator. So did that, and then, you know, in 2021, I think I started with Pinups for Vets. So, and I love it.
What does the experience mean to you?
Trying to do this so I get emotional. To me, it's truly like soul touching. Like we go and we see these mostly men. I get excited when we see the female veterans. And some of these guys don't have anyone visiting them. And they, no, I don't want anyone to come visit. And then we walk past their room and they see us all dressed up. They're like, wait, come back. I want to talk to you. And you know, they get emotional. I think I cry every time. It's very soul touching, and it's my way of giving back to continue to serve and bring a smile to their face. It just means the world to me.
And Gina, we were talking about the generational difference that you see in some of these veterans with the older veterans who really need this kind of recognition because maybe they didn't get it when they first came back from war.
Yeah, we have amazing experiences in the hospitals, and you know, as Ilia, you know, had referenced, a lot of the veterans don't get visitors, and so we're, you know, going in there and trying to put a smile on their face, and especially with our Vietnam era veterans, they did not get the proper thanks when they got back for their service and sacrifice, and so a lot of them start to cry and thank us, you know, for being there for them. And sometimes, you know, a small gesture can make a really big impact, and so it's really an honor to be there for our veterans, our nation's heroes.
What's your advice to people who are maybe looking for how to celebrate, commemorate this Veterans Day?
I think it's just a good time to reflect on the fact that we have so many people that have stepped up to serve our country, and to be so grateful because we get to live the way we do because of our nation's heroes. And so just to take some time today to thank a veteran.
All right. Well, Gina, thank you so much for putting this all together. Ilia, Lindsay, thank you for your service, and congratulations on the beautiful calendar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. You can learn more about Pinups for Vets by visiting pinupsforvets.com. Thank you all for being here to help us commemorate this Veterans Day.